Today I'm going to run through a level I made using Mega Man Maker. Check out the description for details. Boss Rush Blitz starts off with 4 warp zones and the ability to switch to Proto Man or Based. I'm going to start with Mega Man 1 by going down to the bottom left because Bomb Man is the easiest robot master to beat with just the Buster. Run towards him while he hops back and forth like a sissy, and slide when necessary. It's easier than my first level where you face Bomb Man because now you can charge your arm cannon. If you fall down to the next platform, don't worry, but make sure you force him down as quickly as possible by running back and forth. Likewise, you need to follow him down if he falls first. By the way, this was created using Mega Man Maker version 1.5, a fan project that was initially released in July 2017, and has developed into one of the most impressive level editors I've ever seen. Once you're done, a warp will appear and you return to the main hub with an extra key. Go up and select a pair of weapons. I recommend picking up Airman's Tornadoes if you play in the same order as this. By the way, each boss can be beaten with only the Buster, but I challenge one of you to do that. Metal Man's room was based off the conveyor belt stage from Donkey Kong. Jump over the gap and avoid the fire that shoots out and falls from the sky. The best place to stand is on the right hand side and try to get as many tornadoes to connect as possible. The Fry Guys will occasionally drop energy and weapon capsules, so you can farm here for health if you want. I tried demonstrating that, but I had really bad luck. When you're done, go back up to the other weapons because you're going to need them for this next guy, especially both Time Man's weapon and the magnets. By the way, I made stages for 3 of these bosses and used them to make this level. This is also one of the hardest energy capsules to grab, sorry guys. So the easiest way to defeat Magnet Man is by slowing him down and hitting him with the magnets. Ammo is limited, so don't miss. And you gotta be careful because his magnets will also destroy the floor. Another pro tip, if you don't feel like farming, you can always go back to the previous boss corridors and grab some energy if you didn't pick it up already. Ringman was the first stage I made exclusively for Boss Rush Blitz, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. His primary weakness is the time slower. He's not that difficult to defeat once you get used to how these receding platforms work. Remember, you don't need all 4 keys to continue, so Bomb Man and Ringman are your best candidates if you want to spare the weapons. This room has you choose between 3 weapons and an E-Tank. Don't get the E-Tank because you can always continue from the next checkpoint. For the second part of the level, I like to start with Stoned Man in the bottom left, because the energy ball is easy to get and he's usually a pushover. You really want to keep him in the middle of the stage so you don't get hit by the crushy balls or spawn another drill. I'm totally screwing this up here, so more incentive for you to try this on your own. By the way, you can crush Stone Man to death using the respawning drill, so go for it if you're down on power. It's no big deal because I can use the first key to open the door and grab the Mega Man head to refill my health. I'm also going to change up the boss order a bit because I need to adapt my strategy. I don't need the health, so I'm skipping it for now. There's a bunch of things to be aware of when facing Astro Man. Make sure you keep touching the rising blocks even if you're not using them, so that some of the blades can disappear. I just want to take a moment to appreciate how smooth this game runs. Oh, look at that. want to grab the C shot and the F bomb so I can pick up the health and defeat our next robot master. If you miss, you can still try grabbing the capsule, but you risk being burned alive, which is instant death. Speaking of instant death, make sure you jump out of the slurry as soon as possible before Flame Man vaporizes you. You can use the concrete shot to take him down, or create extra blocks for jumping on and staying above the flames. Now that he's done, go up and grab the remaining items to prepare for the final robot master. This room is easier than it looks, so you should definitely practice grabbing that capsule. I actually created this stage by accident because I thought there were springs on the ground in the original game. Turns out that there wasn't. So if you want, use the flame sword to take him out. This is his secondary weakness. If you want to know his primary weakness, go experiment on your own. I need to leave out some secrets. Once you're done, unlock the next door and pass through the checkpoint. There are 2 doors, which one will you choose? I'll let you discover what's behind door number 2 on your own. Down here we have Tornado Man from Mega Man 9. You can use Toad Man's Rain to hurt him while you jump over the spikes to the other side, where you have just a little extra room to maneuver. His secondary weakness is Charge Kick if you picked it up right before the first checkpoint. Be patient, because sometimes it takes an extra couple seconds for these warps to spawn. So once you defeated T-Man, you'll get a key to use for this final room. Open up the bottom left door so you can get all the items. Plus, if you slide, you can pick up an extra key or 2. Touch the checkpoint for good measure and proceed to the final boss, which is actually 3 bosses. The quicker you can reach the top right of the screen, the better off you'll be. Use as much rain as you can to bring down Time Man. It can be done in as little as 3 cycles. Next, switch to Peace Stone or Air Tornadoes to take out Cut Man. Get into a rhythm with faking out his flying scissors. Use the clock to slow down time so you can sneak into Iceman's bunker and crush him against the ceiling. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of Boss Rush Blitz. Don't forget to start a dialogue in the comment section if you want to see more.